Hello and welcome to the first ever episode 5 of the Anime Chatcast. I'm Jacob and as always this is Mario. And today, 4 topics. You guys are getting used to it by now. We're going to be going over our favourite cartoons. We're also going to be talking about the newly announced live-action Gundam movie. I'm so excited for that. Then we're talking about anime that we wish got another season. And to end it all, we're talking about the serious topic of whether or not you're immature for watching anime. So, tune in. This is going to be a fun one. Okay, so topic 1, our favourite cartoons. So just a change from anime, really, because we talk about it all the time, and we don't want people to think that we hate Western culture and what they've done for the animation industry. So, hit me, Mr. Anime Man.
Well, the only one I know is Avatar.
Oh,
but I don't really watch, if I was going to be real, particular with it, maybe, Rugrats, I guess.
Yes.
Like
Rugrats.
the normal
Rugrats
stuff.
did have a Tokyo episode. Oh, technically.
But most of
Paris,
the cartoons that played, like on Cheese TV, you know Cheese TV, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, or Toasted TV.
I'm not a child.
Most of those that played, this is in Australia, guys, just by the way. So
Cheese TV was a breakfast morning show, just full of cartoons that got shut down because one of the guys decided he didn't want to work there anymore.
Yeah.
So broke his contract by saying a lot of racist stuff.
Sad, but oh well.
It was really funny. That's how you get out of a contract, guys.
Most of the stuff they played was all anime.
Anime, yeah, that's where I first saw Sailor Moon
it's this
and
Japanese
Dragon Ball.
cartoons dubbed. They
had Crush Gear there, which I'm fairly sure is Korean.
Oh, it's Korean?
I think so.
I mean, a lot of anime that get sort of done in Japan, they outsource a lot of that to either China or Korea to get done. So when you're watching something and you're like, I just want to watch the Japanese sort of. No, China's probably had their hands on it. They filled in the blanks and all that sort of stuff. So.
But we immediately got distracted.
Yes,
Western
we did.
cartoons.
Western cartoons.
Yeah, it's not something that we see a lot in our country. Like, Australia has a lot of anime on breakfast TV.
Yeah.
For kids. It's only been a very recent shift where Disney and Warner Brothers have stopped having their own exclusive cable TV shows and have started putting it on free-to-air networks. So that's actually been a steady decline in anime.
I still can't recall that many Western sort of cartoons. Maybe Recess or something.
Yeah, I mean, you had a lot.
It's very hard.
ABC.
Yeah,
ABC was where you went to when you got Canadian animation mostly, Canadian or British. But
yeah, it's just really hard to think of any.
Yeah, it is difficult, and that's why ones that are so good, like Avatar: The Last Airbender, stand out.
Or Legend of Korra.
Oh, Legend of Korra was
really good.
That ties into topic 3. I wish that had another season. that was a whole development nightmare.
Technically anime though, but
I know.
I wish it was.
Avatar is good enough that we count it as anime in our hearts.
I really liked the I think it was the 3rd season where they
that was in the
with Rava and stuff.
Yeah,
the light and dark, and I'd watch the crap out of that part.
I love that series.
That whole section where she goes into it's I'm the first Avatar. It's the first Avatar. Oh my god!
Yeah,
they actually we're on the topic where they're making
They're doing another graphic novel series, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so. They're doing another season with the Earth.
Yes, with the Earth Avatar.
Yeah.
Kyoshi? No.
Yeah, or something like that.
No, Kyoshi is a karate term. Never mind.
Yeah, but yeah. Other than that, other favorite cartoon. Yeah, so Avatar would probably be my favorite cartoon.
Yeah, Avatar's level of animation is ridiculous. It borrows a lot from anime.
Yeah.
You see they have chibi designs that will jump in for the characters.
So, okay, let's think about this then. What, something other than Avatar would we say would be our favorite after that?
Well, see, I'm sort of stuck because one of my favorite animated shows at the moment is Voltron. Even though Voltron's technically an anime, this new version that Netflix is doing is completely done by DreamWorks.
But it's so hard, it's like...
That's a very hard differentiation, I know. So...
See, when you try and think of it, what has an anime sort of, Japanese sort of style of anime?
Well, we talked about this before, where anime is just the Japanese word for animated, or cartoon. Animation. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
a cartoon. The cartoons, it's just...
It's kind of a silly distinction, but talking so many east to west.
Western cartoons steal things from anime.
Yeah. And vice versa.
And vice versa. But usually it's the Westerners are taking it from them.
Which is why I actually very much enjoy Voltron. It is a Western take. It is the most blatant Western take on anime. Because it is a Western series that's retelling a huge, supremely popular, very culturally important anime Voltron.
Yeah. Actually,
they're doing it really well.
We're discussing Voltron. Let's get this.
So
get the pin out.
You've got a retelling of the Lions and the Knights of Voltron. It's paladins. It's really, really cool.
That's Voltron, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. That is the Black Lion. That's Shiro's lion.
Yeah.
He's
you
the
guys see
head.
that? I think you can.
Yes.
Yeah.
The head of Voltron.
I'll just let
Very
that
cool.
sit there.
But
the show.
I mean, aside from that, my animated preferences lean more adult. I really love BoJack Horseman.
Never heard of that.
BoJack Horseman it has a ridiculously A-list cast, and it is a show about a horseman. So he's a humanoid horse. That it's this world of humans and animals, and it's kind of weird to explain. But he was a famous sitcom actor in the 90s. And then everything went downhill, and now he's a washed-up 40-year-old star trying to ride on his old fame. And it goes into really deep, dark stuff like substance abuse and depression and, sexual identity. And it's heavy. It's really heavy. And the latest season just came out about a week ago, to date this podcast.
Okay.
And, the prior season left us literally on the edge of whether or not the main character was going to commit suicide. So, just fun
casual,
cartoon stuff.
Throw that in there. I just remember there was one, actually, that I thought was pretty funny. Brandy and Mr. Whiskers.
Oh, yes.
Brandy and Mr.
Some
Whiskers.
epic voice actors in that, too.
I thought that was pretty funny sometimes. It's good to watch on Saturday morning when I was younger.
It is a good... Brandy and Mr. Whiskers. I remember being banned from watching that show because my mum hated the Mr. Whiskers voice actor's voice.
Yeah, it was a bit annoying. It was.
But it is a difficult topic, but it is fun to sort of find these comparisons.
It is a very difficult topic because I don't watch many Western cartoons.
I consume a lot, and now that I'm older, I do watch a lot of the adult aimed TV shows, like your Bob's Burgers. Here we go. Adventure Time. Adventure Time is the best non-anime that the West has ever put out.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Adventure Time. The last episode just came out. It was awesome. That is a long-spanning show.
I thought I had maybe some Adventure Time merch, but I don't.
And like anime, Adventure Time was one of those shows that treated you like you were mature enough to watch it.
Yeah.
It had the kid jokes, it had the dumb fun, but then it had those issues that you find, like we talked about in the first podcast, where you watch anime and you realize that it's talking to you as an equal. It's not talking down to you like a child. And it's one of those shows that I think was a stepping stone to anime for a lot of people because it borrowed some art style, borrowed some storytelling, and it treated the people who watched it like an adult.
I'd probably say anyone who watched anime would like... They've probably watched Adventure Time and
Adventure Time is very heavily influenced by anime, so I think it can go either way. If you like anime, watch Adventure Time. If you watch Adventure Time, you should watch some more... off-brand anime.
Although I haven't really watched a lot of Adventure Time. Anyone I did watch was I liked it. It was fine.
I recently binged the entire season, the entire series, sorry, in preparation for the last episode.
I think the problem with it is it's just the art style I didn't particularly like because it's not obviously like...
It's not anime.
Yeah, it's not proper anime. And I think that's where, at the end of the day, the reason why I watch anime is because of the art style.
It's a very uniform art style.
Yeah, and I like that more than anything else. That's really the only reason why I don't watch.
See, it's funny because that's sort of what really pushed me away from anime was the uniformity in art style, which is why I like something like Darling in the Franxx or a lot of Trigger work, because it's that hand-drawn, it's a little messy, and it's so recognizably different.
So you like Kill la Kill or something like that?
Kill la Kill.
Yeah, I don't mind the artwork. That was one of the ones.
And it is really good, but it is noticeably different, which is why I also like Naruto. They have a way of doing faces and action and movement. And then you have Cowboy Bebop, where that's very realistic.
We're going to go into this topic.
Yeah,
you talk about way too much about Cowboy Bebop. The whole last podcast...
Says you, Mr. Chobits.
I mentioned Chobits
or
once.
Love Hina.
Love Hina, okay. Second answer.
Just talking about like different art styles, like you have...
Was it you?
Cartoony.
You like, what's that one? It's got the young kid and the science dude in it.
Young kid and the science... Oh, Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Yes, Rick and Morty, the greatest anime for all white people.
I don't really watch it, so...
Rick and Morty is another one of those shows. Rick and Morty has a lot of parallels to anime because it's quite a good show that I feel is, from the outside, very heavily judged by the vocal fan base.
I thought it was pretty funny. Have you seen the the anime...
the anime intro that they did for it? Yeah, that was really good.
I was like, oh my god.
Rick and Morty is a good show that is sort of ruined by the fans, which, until getting back into the anime community recently, I thought anime was like as well.
PewDiePie did a video on it, like, discussing the fan base for it. And, like, he was like, there's one fan base who are, like, intellectuals and stuff, and then there's other ones who are just complete idiots, and you're like mixing those together, and it's just the worst cancer.
You're getting the intellectuals that feel that they're better than everyone and have to explain things. That honestly, there's a lot of crossover between the Rick and Morty audience and the stereotypical perception of the anime audience.
Yes, that's true.
So, yeah, I actually find that very interesting. They're not as different as everyone would seem, so maybe it's about time that we all stop hating on East versus West and just start enjoying animation as a art form.
Has it been done decently?
Good?
Is the voice actors good? Is the art, is the coloring good? Then it's good enough. Just watch it. It's cartoon.
Exactly. And with that, we're going to close out topic 1.
Yes.
Wow, that got way more heated than I expected.
Yes, we talked pretty long, but okay. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow in topic 2, which we're going over the live action Gundam movie that's coming out.
Oh, I can't wait.
That. We might actually touch upon maybe Death Note, what we thought about that, and what was that other movie as well? There's another live action.
Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell.
Yes.
And I also wanted to discuss the new Bleach movie that came out.
Oh yes, that's on Netflix.
Yeah, so we'll discuss all that in the next.
Yes, indeed. And throw your favorite cartoons down in the comments. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Peace.